what is important is that this, not this, because this just pumps blood, but this becomes the mind that has to be circumcised. You've got to let God come in and begin to cut some junk out. I'm going to help Dr. Reed out in here today. There's some people in here with some stinking attitudes that don't want God's glory to show forth. But I've got power to speak things into existence. But God's glory will be in this place. If nobody don't sing a song, God's glory will rest in this place. If don't nobody dance a dance, God's glory will rest in this place. McCullough, why? Because when the sinner comes through the door, he has to come in contact with God's glory. That's when the change begins. It's not about McCullough. It's about God's glory. I can't preach unless God covers me in his glory. I won't mount a pulpit unless God covers me with his glory, because when he does it, the work is done. Don't strike the organ unless you're covered in God's glory. Choir, don't mount the choir loft unless you know that God's glory is there. And in times, sometimes we go into places, and when we leave, you've got to know that you've got the power to shake the dust, because you had no business being there. But I got to, God sent me. God has a way of sending us right into the enemy's camp. And you got to know that you're standing in the enemy's camp when you leave across the door seal. Shake the dust from your feet. You don't want that mess to be trampled in where you live. Some of you got spirits looming in your house because you went in somewhere you had no business being. You didn't even understand what God was doing. Even while you were there with your dumb self, God was still covering you. Oh my God. Even while we were